get into the papers.
Okay.
You have the Daily Graphic, don't you?
Yes, I have the Daily Graphic and I have the Times.
Yes,
so the Daily Graphic, the front page has two critical stories, actually. One to do with the wager flats where you were yesterday, and CNR was yesterday. We're still seeing those sad pictures from there. And it says, NADBO goes to aid of wager flood victims. So yesterday they had said that today they'll start sharing the relief items, because I think they received a bit of backlash over their delay in distributing. But they were saying that with relief efforts, there are a lot of stages. You have where you go searching for people before you do the distribution of relief items. So we are monitoring them closely.
I still have my issues about that.
So we'll come to that. So those very, very, sad pictures. You see three critical pictures on the graphic. One, you have some young men trying to salvage their items, their properties. And then there's a lady and two gentlemen on a canoe. I don't know whether she's pregnant, but it looks like there's a bump in front of her. So you have that sad picture. So, did you hear that they were charging 100 cedis for the canoe ride?
I actually interviewed a guy.
Yes.
And he told me. He
so,
said,
so
it was my
did
interview.
You pay for the one?
No, I didn't, because what I said to him,
you didn't have money.
If he took us, I didn't have money. If he took myself and my cameraman Ben to the other side, how much would he charge us? And he said, 100 Ghana cedis.
100
And then I said, but that sounds expensive.
Yeah,
he said, no, he said it's the time to make money.
Oh,
yeah,
beautiful.
So it's almost like we're all in trouble, but you know what? Listen,
I gotta make
everybody
my money.
for his own self, yeah.
Wow, that's expensive. So you have that. And then giving up on Galamsey fight is not an option. This is the president speaking. The Galamsey issue is the big thing. Yesterday, he went to the Ashanti region, stormed, in the words of some journalists, stormed the Ashanti region to have discussions with critical people there. So that's the front page of the graphic.
Okay, I'll take the Chronicle. Now, on the front page of the Chronicle, we have no retreat, no surrender in the Galamsey fight. Again, the president is speaking. Seydou Agongo wanted to rescue me, a rescue in quotes. This is Prince Amwabin speaking, Captain Prince Amwabin. Nana tells MMDC I will not protect anybody. All right. So this is off the back of the whole, Galamsey conversation there. And today on the front page of the Chronicle, the scripture is Ephesians 6, verse 11 and 12. Put on the whole armor of God, so that you can take your stand against the devil's schemes. Verse 12. For our struggle is not against flesh and blood, but against rulers, against the authorities, against powers of this dark world, against the spiritual forces of evil in the heavenly realms. The scripture, no, I don't know. Scripture.
No, this shade, we know where it's going to. So don't do that. Don't say you don't know. You know where it's going to. Please quote it again. You know where it's going to.
Okay. He said that the fight is against the evil forces of the in the heavenlies. Okay. All right.
Okay. Let me take another one from graphic that I think is critical. It's in the middle spread. Compensate injured persons in Ejura incident. Families and treat government. It's sad that still the compensation. I mean, I don't get it. I know they got a figure. They went to them and there was an issue on the payments and all that. So they were supposed to go back, and it looks like that hasn't been done. That's sad. They should be given.
It's unacceptable, really.
So that's one. Okay, if you permit me, I'll go to the Ghanaian Times. Okay, so back to the Galamsey thing, and this is how the Ghanaian Times captured it on its front paper. Ghanaian Times, the most authoritative newspaper, they say, fight against illegal mining. We won't protect anyone involved in Galamsey. This is a president warning MMDC. So MMDCs, those who are involved, your warning has come from the big man himself.
I find it very interesting looking at the Rambo-style arrest which the Elembele DCE, experienced. And his only fault, as it were, was making accusations that politically exposed persons were involved.
Actually, he was involved in getting 2 excavators seized.
Yes.
And then he said he took it to the police station. One got, they got missing, quote unquote.
Yeah.
The police said, no, this is not the story. And it was a back and forth.
Yeah.
He was arrested. His people protested, and then they had to get him out. And, but I mean, if authorities, i.e. MMDCs, assemblymen, assemblywomen, are fighting against this thing that is, threatens our water security, our food security, our infrastructure, whatever. We should support persons who are fighting this menace that... Hey, Kweku, have you seen the level of devastation?
Listen, in May, I went to Takrady. And so going by air, you should see it. It's like nothing spilling
No, Milo.
No, this one is like light Milo.
There's a Milo one.
There's a Milo one and there's an Ovaltine one.
It depends on where you are.
It's terrible.
Tom Brown.
It's horrible.
It's sad. It's sad. And the painful part is the food security one, and then the environmental one, and the water security one. And you see, we've gotten to a point where we all say one sector that we can gain so much or even improve our economy is agriculture.
Yes.
This is a case where now Galamsey is so huge that your farmers are leaving that sector to another one, because if you compare the gains, of course, the short-term gains,
it's a short-term gain.
It's enormous. Yeah. And we are all sitting and watching. And then we have people who clearly are involved, whether they are politicians, businessmen, whatever. And the
and
authorities,
they seem untouchable.
Yes, authorities in charge who should arrest these people, prosecute them, and then take the necessary actions are afraid to. Or we have cases where we know ABC did this and nothing can be done. Okay, 2 more. Government increases cocoa producer price by 21%. That's good.
It's a good one.
But the people say the 21%.
How? Because 21 of what?
So 21 of the small bags, the 800 cities one.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, we are told Ivory Coast is paying 860.
You see,
So they want to take it there.
Yeah, that's the problem.
So Mr. Minister, So we have that one. And this one I think we should talk about. Stella Jima Labi, adjudged national teacher for 2022. Our teachers.
It's important, and I think that so sometimes I'm tempted to say things like this is cosmetic, treatment of teachers, where piecemeal every year you find one person and decorate them, and it makes you look as though you're doing something for teachers.
Yeah.
I think that it would have been better that we didn't even have an award scheme for 1 or 2 people, and rather ramp up.
Well, it should be inclusive. I mean, people are doing the right thing. They should be given the accolades.
So I think that then what happens is that you single out a few for real excellence in conduct and performance. All those things are there. That one I agree with, right? But I think that the teachers, we need to really figure out a way of raising,
improving their conditions all that, because all of us who are educated, I mean,
it's a teacher.
It's a teacher.
It's a teacher somewhere.
It is a teacher. No 2 ways about it.
You don't have a.
You can't do it on a.
About it.
It's a teacher. So why are we not, like you're saying, really pushing these teachers to the next level of improving their conditions of service, making things, good for them, so that they can put in their all. Yeah. And you hear stories of people who. Teachers, I think even one of the court cases also that we had, it was a teacher who helped this child from primary school all the way to secondary school because the mother died, and I mean, there was nobody to take care of this child. So the teacher stepped in and took, did everything. So as for teachers, I had some of the best teachers you can dream of.
Myself too.
Kudos to teachers. Yesterday was World Teachers. Mrs. Album.
Yeah.
Is she still alive?
No, I don't.
Bless her soul.
I don't think so.
Mrs. Odon can be class 1, Richard, Charlie. Okay. I don't know if you remember her or you met her.
I do. Yeah.
She was something else. God bless her, wherever she is.
Mrs. Osayado, all those people. Yeah.
Richard.
Yes.
Mr. Amwa, Mr. Awad, they will lash you.
No, but I got lashed though.
Who did it?
Actually, I fought.
But
I fought in
you're doing
class.
naughty things.
Yeah, I fought in class, and then they came and lashed us. Anyway, let me take my last paper before we go for sports review. A Business Finder has these headlines here. Cocoa producer price is up 21% to 12,800 Ghana cedis per metric ton. All right, and also to 10,560 per bag. All right. So, and then we also have Galamsey. Successful Galamsey fight requires collective national effort. This is coming from the president. And thieves impede Tema Akosombo gas pipeline project. Okay. Yeah. All right. So those are the headlines we have for you. Thank you very much, Vivian, for chatting with me over the headlines this morning.
Thank you, Quick.
Yeah.